Okay, tonight I thought I'd walk you through my brake system. It's nothing special really or anything. It's it's not stock by any means, but I know I had a lot of questions when I went to put this together because I just didn't know what direction to head. So I had to ask a couple of the members, and they helped me out. And what I ended up with right now is I've got the EX caliper, okay, and I've got them behind. I'm going to move around here, behind the fork. Originally, I had my caliper where it was supposed to be, which is in front of the fork on the other side. Well, I didn't like that, so I swapped it around. Which all you have to do is pull your tubes and left to right, right to left. Okay. And then the original caliper was oriented incorrectly. The bleeder screw was on the bottom, which is no big deal either. All you got to really do is, I just dismounted it, put a plate in between the pads, and I just held it and bled it that way. Okay, with the bleeder screw up. And then you just put it back on once you get it bled. Anyhow, that really wasn't the issue for me. Now I've got the EX 250 caliper, and it's the one for this side, for the right side. So it's got the bleeder screw in the right spot. Everything's in the right spot. But whatever. I had I'm going to move around to here. The triple tree, if we can get. It's not going to come out real good, but that had, of course, the brake switch in it. All the lines went to it and stuff, and I just didn't want that. I wanted a more positive feel, I guess. So, well, all I ended up doing was using these Bridgestone parts, and just, it took me a little bit because the parts place had the right picture up for the wrong part, so obviously I got the wrong part. But anyway, I've got all the numbers now. Let's see if I can get in there. You can see a little bit of red on the end of the brake line there, and these brake lines are, I don't know, kind of neat, I guess. They have it's like a flare fitting. So this just unscrews from here, and the same on the bottom, it just unscrews there. The red that you see is actually my brake switch for the brake light. And it's a banjo bolt. It just has the switch built into it. So I just stuck it into my master cylinder. You can stick it in, stick it anywhere, really. You can stick it in the caliper if you want to run the wires up. But I just stuck it there and ran it into my bucket and hooked it into the same place the old switch went, and there you go, that works. Then the rest of it is just, and I'll trace it because everything's all black here for whatever reason, whoever built this thing. So the line just comes down here, continues on right here, and goes down. So it's a straight shot to the caliper. And these fittings are the same, the banjo and the there's the other nut. You can see the nut. Okay, so the hose just comes right off. You can buy different length hoses. If I remember right, it's 28 inch, but don't quote me on that. And you can just put this thing together, and you can get different angled banjos. Okay, and it just made for a straight shot from the master cylinder, which is the stock master cylinder. I didn't do the EX trick yet with a different bore. I may not. Just putting this EX on the front made a notable difference. I rode for, I don't know, like 50 miles or something, because I just got this going with the standard caliper, the stock caliper, single piston. And then I already had this. I bought it last year, and so I got busy and fixed it up and stuck it on there with Moose plate, the little 3/16 by 1 by however long it is plate, and which seems to work really well, and it just bolts right on, and there you go. It's just simple. It works better. It's a straight shot. We're not filling that triple tree with all the fluid, you know, and potential for air bubbles or, you know, whatever, trapped air. So anyway, I just thought I'd do that for you because I know when I did this, like I said, I had multiple questions and it took me quite a while to figure out. So there's just a little overview, and yes, it can be done. So, okay, thanks.